Hi there, my name's Daniel Taylor and I'm part of Team DMB. The team is made up of myself, Brendan McGuinness and Martin Wojciak. So today I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of the virtual environment that the team has created for our second assessment. So the team's design goal was to recreate the Story Street entrance, library and Ellis East building of the University of the West of Scotland, and the main purpose for the project would be so that current students would be able to take classes online rather than coming from all different places far away from the uni. So we're hoping that if the uni was to implement this feature, it would be able to accommodate a lot more students to enrol with the uni and take part in their courses. So as you can see here, we've created Story Street, and as you can see on the left here, this is the multi-storey car park building, and straight ahead of us is the student accommodation. We decided to create some of the buildings outside of the university as well as the university itself, just to make the environment a bit more natural and realistic, and our hopes by making the environment include a lot more real life characteristics that the uni and the area around the uni has. We're hoping that this will mean navigating through the virtual environment will be extremely similar to students, and they should have no more trouble navigating through this environment than if they were actually at the physical university themselves. So as you can see here, this is the main entrance, and we have a little sign saying the University of the West of Scotland. We have 3 doors. All the doors in the virtual environment will either open to the left, open up, or open to the right. This is just so that if the server was to be used and there was a lot of users on at any one time, we wanted to make sure that there was enough ways for people to enter the various rooms so that there wasn't a lot of queues and crowding throughout the university. So we've tried to make the main hall again as close to the university as possible by adding things such as university posters, as you can see here, as well as some vending machines and bins as well, just to try and make it a bit more realistic and a bit more immersive. As we keep saying, we want to really make this an extremely familiar environment that students could use and would feel extremely comfortable in. So the first room I'm going to show you here is the canteen area that we've created. So this is a little seating area where students can come and sit and talk while they're waiting between classes online. And again, we've also added in other things like, again, vending machines and the food serving trays and counters, as well as the TVs that they would find in the real canteen at the university. Then again, we also have, for the immersion, we have the bookcases dividing the casual sitting area with the benches where people go to eat food. We've also included the little computer area of the canteen just up here, and the computers here are fully interactive. So once a user clicks on the computer, the little pop-up message will come up screen, as you can see there in the top right, which prompts them to go to a page. And in this case, all the canteen ones, because it's just for general browsing, are all set to Google, and when they click the go to page, it will open up their default browser on their system. So let's next go into the library area. So here we are on the first floor of the library, and again we've tried to make this as realistic and immersive as possible. So we have things like the general seating that's found in the library, and we've also added in some plant pots as well as the library desks which they would find, and we even included the university printing services where students and lecturers can go to get various materials printed off. And again, we've added some posters to the walls just so that the walls aren't plain. We're also hoping by having the posters on the walls that these could be changed regularly, and they could update students who are online about various UWS events and other things that are going on at the uni. So it would be a great way to advertise the university and its events to students. Now we will make our way up to the first floor of the library here. So the first thing that students will see when they come up the stairs is the various bookcases which they could find in the real life library, and this hosts a number of books on a number of topics which they can check out in real life, so they can. And we've also got the little desk and some more casual seating just so people can hang out between classes and talk about classwork or anything else. We also have the library computers here, And all the library computers, their default page that they're set to go to when the users open them, as you can see up at the top right here, is the UWS library page. We've done this so that students can come to this area and automatically access the online resources that the library offers, such as various ebooks and even reserving books that they can then go in and pick up at the university themselves. And again, that web page will open in their default browser on their own computer. So up at the top here, we've also included the silent working rooms. This is so for any teams that have group projects and want to discuss work, they can come here and get away from everyone else out there and get a bit of private space. So we've added in some couches where people can sit, and we've also got a more formal setup with some desks and some chairs where they can actually discuss the work together. So that is it for this floor, and I will see you up on the second floor of the library next. So when you come up to the second floor of the library, again you're greeted with more computers that students can access, and again their default web page is set to the library page, and we also have some more silent rooms up at the top there, so we do. And at the opposite side, again, we have some more bookcases just to try and make the environment as close to the university environment as possible. So over here we have the Robertson Trust Centre, and again this has some seating where students can come and basically sit and work together, so they can have to get some peace and quiet. And again, all the floors of the library and basically all the rooms in the university all have posters, which again we hope would be updated regularly to inform students about various events. So next thing we'll do is we'll head off to the Ellis building and have a look at the classrooms that students and lecturers would be looking to use during class time. So here we are at the Ellis building east entrance, and as you can see, to get up here you also follow a little covered staircase which is found at the university as well, again just to make it more familiar and help people navigate the virtual environment more naturally as they would do as if they're walking through the university in real life. So again, we've added two doors that open both ends just to let more people in and try and hopefully stop any crowding if there was a lot of students accessing the virtual environment at one time. And again, we've decorated the corridors with posters just to try and liven up the area and advertise any events to the students. So these are the classrooms that students will come into and attend lectures. So all of the chairs here, the students will be able to sit in them. At the moment each classroom can fit 50 students, but with some more spacing and cramming some of the tables together, we'd be able to fit a lot more students if bigger classes wouldn't be needed. We also have a little podium down here. This is where the lecturer can stand in order to keep an eye on all of the students, and the students will be able to see where the lecturer is during the class time as well. So we've decided to use the media function that OpenSim provides to add the ability for people to go into Moodle. We decided to do this instead of creating a PowerPoint component ourselves, because we feel that most lecturers usually have their slides on Moodle and they can access and view them through the online. So we feel this is better because once they're done with Moodle or want to show more to their students, they can simply go to this address bar and type in the address of a different website. So for instance, say you're doing an animation class and you've finished your presentation, or the lecturer wants to show students a video on animation, so they can come on onto YouTube, then they can watch animation videos with their students in order to visually explain material that the lecturer was talking about. And as you can see here, the video will play and there's also sound, so the students will be able to hear the video playing as well and not just see it. So this is basically done just because we feel that this is a more immersive and provides more benefits just to only allowing lecturers to basically do a basic slideshow or PowerPoint. So in the demo room here we have 4 classrooms which are all the same. We just done the one floor again just because it's a proof of concept, and if the idea was to get developed more we could add more classrooms and even build more of the university. And again, this just shows the media work, and you can scroll down as well and access Moodle. So we'd just like to say thank you very much for watching the video, and we hope you have enjoyed looking at the virtual environment that we have managed to create in OpenSim.